Hello, welcome to Picks from the Print Mines. I'm Dieter,
And I'm John.
and we are minions of the Dark Master, sent to the Goodman Games print mines, where we are toiling away with our pickaxes, getting new books to the Goodman Games web store for you all to buy. And we're going to talk about some of them today. Go, talk, say something.
We're going to talk about two of the newer releases. And we have an interview coming up later.
That's right.
But let's start with an older nugget that we've stumbled upon again here. Dieter, have you ever had the experience of hearing about a module, being excited about it for whatever reason, whether it's just the title is cool or you know the author or there's something about it that's, in the blurb that you're like, that sounds really good, I'm going to grab that?
Yes, I have experienced excitement once or twice.
Well, that's good. But then when you actually read it, you're like, "Ooh, I feel like something's missing here. I don't know what." And then you run it and you realize, oh, whatever I was worried about, whatever I thought was missing is absolutely not missing. It's a perfectly great adventure. um have you ever had that happen?
I don't think I have. No.
No. Okay.
Tell me more.
It's just me. No, it happens to me. It's probably, I don't know, a fourth of the time or a fifth of the time there's something I think this looks really cool, and then I go to read it and it's like, what am I not, am I missing?
It's like
Did I
it's not as cool as you thought it was,
Well,
or
it just like, I don't see how it gels. I don't see how it all goes together, but then running it, it absolutely goes together and
oh.
absolutely works. And that's my awkward introduction to Grimtooth Tomb of the Warhammer, which I recently ran. And it was a lot of fun. And it was one of those adventures that uh I mean, in my case, I ran it at Spawn of Cyclops and I fit it into a 4 hour convention slot perfectly fine. But there was more to it than I mean, it could have been a 6 hour game. It could have had there are things in there that could have campaign impact in a major way.
Oh, really?
Um,
I have not
so
played or run that one at all, or even read it for that matter. So
Right. Well, I mean, I go back far enough that um, Tunnels and Trolls was a game that I played way, way, way back. And of course, their big thing was the solo adventures that they put out. Because even if you couldn't get together with your friends and play D&D, you could run through a solo adventure yourself. And this is written by Ken St. Andre and Steve Crompton, who are
right.
original Flying Buffalo people. And no, it's really good. I don't want to spoil any of it, but like I say, there's things in it that could have been really expanded upon, just based on what's in this little book. And it's only what, 28 pages, 20 pages. It's a
20 page,
20
and
page,
it's digest size pages too, not even
and it's
like full pages,
digest
right?
size, and I'll try to get it to not vanish
Yes,
from the screen. There it
we
is.
just pulled it out of the mine. Don't let it vanish into the mine.
It's fresh. Emogoth is going to want this, so I'm going to set it over here for now, so I don't.
Emogoth. We didn't talk about Emogoth yet. This is our first show, people who are watching, and
People don't know about
we're still
Emogoth.
figuring out how this whole show is going to work. But
Are you saying, Dieter, that people don't know about Emogoth?
people don't know about Emogoth. Emogoth thinks that everybody knows about Emogoth, but we didn't know about Emogoth until we were working here. So
We found
um,
out the hard way.
Emogoth the Danged is our black dragon overlord who runs the mines and whips us when we're being lazy, and we're probably going to get in trouble for talking. In fact,
He's not around.
I don't see him. I don't see him. No, I think we're safe.
Oh. Usually I can hear him coming, but I
Yeah,
heard him.
he's pretty loud. So yeah, so Tomb of the Warhammer,
Tomb
good
of the
stuff.
Warhammer
Good
is,
stuff. You recommend it?
yeah, vintage nugget there.
Well, I pulled out a more recent nugget. Um, this is the Precipice of Corruption. Oh, now would be a good time to throw up that cover graphic so everyone can see it. Um, because one of the things I really love about this adventure is the artwork. It has some very evocative
Oh,
sorts. Well, yeah, doesn't work so well with the background, so you'll just have to buy it and see the artwork for yourself. But it's very in the vein of the usual DCC sort of art book, and this it's a 0 level adventure by Nick Baron, I don't know, whichever. Um,
and who
so
puts that?
that it is Breaker Press,
Breaker Press.
which I don't know. This might be their first product. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure, honestly, but yeah, it's a pretty cool adventure. Like it's it's kind of on the darker, grimmer side of DCC, where basically there's this evil rising in the west, and all the your home village has had a few rough years because of crops failing and hunters not being able to find game, and this and that, and then a hunting party decides to go west and they disappear completely, and as it happens, the leader of that hunting party is the son of the uh, village sheriff, and since it's her son, she rounds up everyone in the village and says, "We're going to find that hunting party." And so your characters are all sent westward to try to find the hunting party, and of course, they encounter evil, nasty, grim things. There's worm creatures. There's people with their eyelids cut off. Fun stuff like that.
Does
But
it explain how they sleep?
maybe they don't,
Oh,
or maybe it's all magic.
that's
I don't
part
know.
of the grimness.
That's right. It's all part of the grimness. But it's a great little adventure. It's got some like random tables that you can roll on just for like flavor things to throw in here and there. Um, one thing it does that I like is you get like one page with the whole map, but then as it's describing the stuff in the map, it shows you like that part of the map again on the page that it's describing, so you don't have to like kind of flip
Oh,
back and
like
forth when you're
a little
yeah
close up.
yeah
Yeah,
so you don't
yeah.
have, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, I think it's really the artwork that sells this one for me, so I think it's great. Go
All
buy
right.
it
Awesome.
right now. Right
Oh,
now.
should I go now?
No, not you, them, all the other people,
Oh,
all
I
the people,
I want to get out of this mine.
the
It's hot
hordes of
down
people
here.
that are inevitably watching us right now live. Oh no, don't leave right now. Well, I mean, they can open it up in another window. That's how the internet works, right?
They're on their mobile devices anyway. They can both leave and stay.
That's true. I mean, we all have 5 computers sitting around us at once anyway, right? Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. What else do we have, John? What have we got?
Uh well, our another a new pick fresh off the wall here. Uh Country Meat Grinder Classics, and I think we may have a screen grab of that somewhere.
Wait, what color is the screen grab though? Because my cover
Oh
is
yeah,
pink.
mine's blue, kind of a
I don't know.
teal, I guess. I don't know.
Every copy is unique.
Well, many. I don't know if all of them are unique. We'd have to check with Tim on that. This is put together by Tim Snyder, and it's Country Meat Grinder Classics. And then the subtitle down there is The Helson Horror, a second level DCC RPG adventure. And this plays off of, to use, where's the term I'm looking for? I think it was Hicksploitation
Yes, exploitation.
from the 70s, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not familiar with that subgenre of movie. So
It is apparently a subgenre that has somehow skated past me, but I have no doubt it was a thing. There was plenty of bad, cheesy movie concepts that went all over the place in the 70s. And so this is playing off of that. I don't know if it has any dueling banjos or not, but
Spoiler, it does not.
oh, it didn't, yeah. Bring your own banjo is basically what we're saying. But um, this is an adventure that would fit right at home in the Shadow Mountains, tucked away somewhere.
Yeah, it would work well in a Weird Frontiers campaign pretty well too.
That would be another one. Yeah,
With just a little, just tiny little flavor
yeah,
changes is
just
all it really needs.
little tweaks, just tiny tweaks, and it's a good old tromp through the woods and fighting, tangling with things that should not really be there. And there's some kind of a pact that's coming back to haunt everybody in the present day. And
Right. You make deals with devils, bad things happen.
well, that's how it goes, right? I mean, that's
That's pretty much the basis
similar
of
to how,
every Appalachian adventure there is, right?
and it's not dissimilar to how we wound up here. So uh,
Truth.
yeah, so that's and it's a great little adventure. It's only $5. I mean, most I think most adventures are what, 10 or more.
10 or more, yeah.
Yeah,
So
this is $5. How could you go wrong?
right, and so yeah, if you order on the website too, you get free domestic shipping for any orders over $100, right? Is that correct? Am I remembering
Yeah,
that right? So
$100.
you only have to order 20 copies of it to get free shipping.
That's a fair deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely fair. You and 19 of your friends can run this game simultaneously. Have your own country meat grinder
Or
classics.
you can buy up every copy of it, and then it'll be a collector's item. You can sell it for whatever you want.
All the cover variants. You have all the cover variants, all the different colors. You can arrange them, however you like. Roy G. Biv, whatever, warm and cool.
Yeah, I would do the scientific. Yeah, Roy G. Biv. That's how I would do it.
Go, go the scientific route.
So
I
yeah,
might go for more like paint chip arrangement kind of thing.
right. So we got anything else to say about this one?
Um, that is a long pause. I guess I guess I don't. I mean, it's new enough. I haven't run. I can't do anything from that
nothing makes a great show like a really long
like a
pause.
very long pause. We could make that a feature. All right, it's time for our very long pause. No, I mean, not having run it, I can't speak to that side of it, but
No, it read pretty well though. Like I feel like it would be
yeah,
fun at the table. And it's definitely short enough that you could do it in a convention slot pretty easily.
oh, absolutely. I think it I would guess it was even designed specifically with that in mind. It's just a tight little convention adventure. An unconventional convention
And
adventure.
yes, that. So we have what next? What next? Do we have an interviewee yet? Is there an
Good
interviewee?
question. Or did Emogoth eat the interviewee?
Emogoth ate our interviewee.
Oh, wait.
Bad dragon. Welcome! I am Emogoth the Dragon. I'm here to interview Aaron Kreda. Tell us about yourself, Aaron Kreda.
Well, thank you for letting me enter your lair. First of all, I really appreciate that.
No
Uh,
problem.
yeah, that's very generous of you. But I humbly present myself as an artist and game designer for DCC and MCC materials, and I've been a passionate RPG gamer since the golden era of Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
That is a very long time.
Yes, yes.
So, you are a cult leader, I hear. You have a cult called Studio 9.
Yes, yes,
What,
it is. It is
what are the goals of your cult?
well, really to create, fun games for not only RPG materials but like board games as well. And we also do some books and comic books for kids as well and adults. So yeah, just trying to create a family fun environment. Yeah.
So, you are not an evil cult.
Yeah, neutral, probably neutral.
Yes. Neutral cults. Oft overlooked. As a cult leader, do you have any magical powers?
Yeah, I'd say probably my greatest magical power is that I love to activate the mystery. I'm very interested in, exploring mystery and the unknown. So um, that's gotta be the most effective one that I think I've been given. And as such, that means like there's no map, there's no you don't know where you're going, and I like the feel of
Uh,
that. I like the feel of something that's absolutely got to be
uh,
explored, to be experienced.
I know where I'm going. I know all.
Yeah, that's good.
So, we are here to talk to you about Welcome to Eastwood, your new publication.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit
Okay.
about it. No spoilers.
I was gonna say I'll talk about it from the point of view of what the players are experiencing. So the players are gonna enter. Uh, they're gonna discover a new town has appeared, uh, seemingly overnight near either their village or their hamlet. This could be for DCC or MCC. So as such, it's got a lot of flexibility because of the parameters of it. But the village has appeared overnight, and the town elders are interested in setting up trade with this new village. So they send in a crew of their best heroes to, uh, bring back information, find out if they can set up trade, see if they're amenable, if they're friendly, or if they're hostile, and if they're hostile, to assess the hostility. So they're on an exploration mission, and also to figure out how an entire town appeared overnight. And that's how the adventure begins. As the adventurers are approaching, they see a sort of a shimmering wall of light, and the area that used to have a massive forest is no longer there, and there's some strange sands and a village just beyond it. And so all of this is very curious. As they step into that shimmering light, they enter um, a whole world that they have never experienced before. And this is a truly strange outsider that has come to their area.
It is a very strange world. I have read the adventure. It's, well, the name Eastwood should give you a clue about what sort of village it is. So, uh, when you were writing this, and you did the artwork as well, is that correct?
Yes, yes. As you know, I know you asked that just for my benefit so that I could
Right.
talk again.
I know
But
the answers,
as you
so
already
yeah.
knew the answer, yeah, I did the all-knowing dragon, of course. But yeah, I did the art and the writing on this one. Tragically, yes.
Tragically. No, no, no. You sell yourself short. So what sparked the idea for this adventure? Or maybe phrase it a different way. Why, out of all the adventures that are surely in your brain,
Yeah,
is this the
I
one that you wrote?
I really wanted something that felt like a crossover. I love both the DCC and the MCC worlds, and I wanted something that felt like a crossover and a hybrid, and a way actually that even if you're running a DCC adventure, you could bring those characters into the MCC world or vice versa. So the
Ah,
context of this adventure could allow you to move a whole campaign or party back and forth between either. And so that's what kind of lit me up about this one.
great. So when you were playtesting this adventure, what sorts of things did changed for the final adventure through playtesting? With again, no spoilers though.
Sure. Yeah, I could feel where it was bogging and where it was getting thin, or where it was, like I kept getting ideas from the world, or even creative concepts that players would kick in and go, "Oh, where's the blah blah blah?" And I'd be like, "Oh, that's a good idea."
Ah,
So yeah, there were some. I hung some extra hooks on the walls at certain
all the best judges steal ideas from their players.
Yes, but and mainly I want to say, like, the main inspiration too for this one was I love the theater of the mind that either a book or specifically role-playing games, especially when you go lighter on the imagery, but especially role-playing games and books can give you, where um, you may know where you are but the player doesn't, but sometimes you don't even know where you are but you feel like you should.
I
And
always know where I am.
yeah, not you, but these dense
Oh,
players
the
and
players.
GMs, these humans, these silly humans that are running around out here. Yeah, but I love the idea that in a book sometimes you don't know what's being depicted because you're just building it in your mind, so you're feeling the mystery of the main character, and that's the idea in this one. Is there's a lot of like unfoldment of the mystery, and that keeps you in the dark. I think that theater of the mind is genius. But yeah, so those were the refinement over time was subtle. There were just subtle additions. I think at one point I realized, wow, every once in a while I'm gonna have to kick the players in the tooth, so I added some random encounters. But that
Ah.
that was just the little stuff
But
over
what
time.
you're
But
saying is it was very nearly perfect the first time.
it was 90% there actually. Yeah,
Ah,
and then I
yes.
added another maybe 10%.
I could use more minions like you.
Oh wow, what an honor that would be. I would be humbled to be allowed to be a minion of your lair. But
Plus,
I'm eyeing the escape portal already. So yeah, just
you have an escape portal. Oh,
no. I thought that was an escape portal. Never mind. No, I'm trapped here.
does Welcome to Eastwood have any particular Easter eggs or links to other adventures that you've published or anything like that?
Ooh, that's a good question, and you're gonna ask me to like actually use my brain hole. Does it? Should it? It could. It definitely could. Towards the end, this whole village may end up somewhere else.
Oh,
So players included. So it could in that way, but in terms of really obvious connected links to any of these other adventures, I'm gonna say not obviously, no.
ah, the links are there if you imagine them.
It, basically, yeah. I didn't do much. I didn't do much like connect a direct connection to any of the other adventures.
Fair enough. Well, we're about out of time, but before we go, do you have anything else you'd like to say about this adventure or about your previous adventures or anything you want to plug, or do you just want to glorify me for a few seconds?
I want to do all of that, but yeah, mainly I want to say really thank you for allowing me to chat with you about like my favorite thing, which is
Things
RPGs
you wrote.
and this.
Oh.
No, RPGs and the ability to create like a movie of the mind, basically, with other players. I think it's the greatest experience and it's the funnest times. And to be able to like start to put into publication the modules, that my that my imagination, my group's kind of play test is really a fantastic. It's a real fun time, and I think if I could say one thing, I think your eyes are like the most brilliant amber. I just
Why,
look at
thank you. Thank you
yes,
so much. Thank you
yes,
so much for that. Oh, and
yeah.
thank you for being here as well.
Yeah, and in fact, they're so shimmering and shiny. If you were to close your eyes for a mere few seconds, uh, you know, and I promise I wouldn't leave through any of these portals when you did that, but it
Let's
would.
let's try that out.
Otherwise, it's blinding me. It's blinding me. The brilliance of it. Yeah, I'm out.
Ah, ah, ah. Well,
I couldn't get out. I tried to get out.
I told you it wasn't a portal.
Can't get out of here.
Seriously, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
I hope everyone buys Welcome to Eastwood.
Yeah, and if you don't buy it, steal it from your buddy, or
Just don't steal it from me.
yeah, don't steal it from him. That would be dangerous.
All right, let's check back in with my minions and see how their mining is going, shall we?
I'm just glad we had that happen, that interview with Emogoth, because I can't make sense of this. I don't know why.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta turn it. Turn it. Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. Just like that. Make more sense now.
No,
So,
it
yeah.
looks great. It looks great. It's well put together, and it's solid adventure cover to cover. I mean, literally, there's no. I guess there must be a copyright page or something, but somewhere. But it's just is solid adventure from the inner cover to the back inner cover.
And yeah, like I said, it works equally well for DCC or MCC.
Yeah. And it could absolutely work to get characters from one place to the other too.
I just realized a question that Emogoth should have asked. It debuted at the 2020 Bride of Cyclops Con.
Yeah.
It was run as a tournament apparently. But that's what happens when you trust dragons to do interviews, is they don't ask the important questions.
Well, the time scale for a dragon is very different than for mortals like us.
It's true. It's true. Well, I think that's our first episode. What do you think?
I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I think well, I think it's done. I think we're nearing the end here.
We're done already.
I think do you have more to talk about?
I trimmed my eyebrows for this. And we're done already?
Yeah. I think next time don't trim.
I guess that's an option. Yeah. I guess that's an option.
Well, thank you all for tuning in, people.
Yeah. Thanks very much, everybody. If you suffered all the way through this, I feel like we should send you something, like some kind of condolences or something.
We will send you the hairs that John trimmed.
I'll go check the sink.
And on that note, I think let's call it done. We will see you next time on Picks from the Print Mine.
Goodbye, everybody.